I'm Kevin Harlan, along with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry, our terrific analysts, and David Aldridge is our sideline reporter. A contest in the West. We'll see if the Timberwolves can please this home crowd. Timberwolves passing it around. Watch the screen. Conley left side. It's Edwards on the wing. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Randall. Green with the rebound.
Oh, can't punish the defense for leaving him open that time. That's a frustrating miss for a really steady jump shooter.
Moody's shot is off.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Break since reaching 5 consecutive NBA Finals. The Warriors have missed the playoffs 3 of the past 5 years.
And to be fair, they did go 46-36 last season. They were 10 games over 500 last year. So they weren't a bad team, but Golden State doesn't just expect to be in the play-in. They want to be a contender.
Curry, good.
A great execution. Steph just ripping the defense right now to shreds. What a great screen and roll action that was.
Outside Edwards. Back to Randall. Edwards inside. The shot misses. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for the Warriors. Outside Curry. Pass to Podziemski. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Edwards, no good.
Yeah, can't see why he missed that one there. The D's close, but looked like plenty of room.
Curry on the wing. From deep. Nailed from three-point land. Curry's got 5 now.
Curry is just lethal from outside.
Left side, Edwards. Has to Gobert. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Yeah, draw the D in, kick it out for the open shot. That's taking a page straight out of your textbook. Well done.
Butler, no good. Minnesota off to a slow start. They trail by 3. To the middle. Here's Gobert. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
You know, when Rudy Gobert is down low, it strikes fear into the opponent. This is a guy who has led the league in blocks and rebounds at different times. Inside the paint, he is just a nightmare to battle against.
And Gobert drops them both. You know, Greg, when you look at the Timberwolves' history, the first round had been a problem for them. But not last year, as they swept the Phoenix Suns.
And you got to look at it as being a tremendous success, right? Because going into the season, I don't know that anyone thought they would have made it to the conference finals. But, boy, that young group gelled well together, and the sky's the limit for the future.
First quarter of play. We're about 3 minutes in. Right now, I'd send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. I spoke briefly with Chris Finch. We talked about the daunting task of facing Steph Curry. Coach said Curry makes your entire 5 guard him. Steph might be the best conditioned player in the league. He is constantly moving. It makes him so difficult to track. So, of course, it's not just Curry shooting that presents problems. Guys?
Okay, David, much appreciated. And the shot goes in from Rudy Gobert.
And the big man from France, Gobert, a menace around the rim.
Curry looking it over. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Michael Conley picks one up. With so many years in the NBA, you would think Curry would slow down, wouldn't you, Brent? But he remains at the very top of his game.
I think the best part about what we're seeing with Steph right now, Kevin, is his competitive will. You get to this age and you get to this stage after accomplishing all the things that Steph has done, and it's still not enough. So let's keep enjoying him while we can.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Trayce Jackson-Davis. That's his first foul. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Back to Randall. Timberwolves passing it around. Picked by Randall. 5 to shoot. Launches a 3. The shot goes in. First of the night. He's 1 for 3 to start the game.
Well, Randall keeping you honest here. Not a knockdown shooter from that range, but is showing more and more that he's capable of doing just so.
Now, here's Payton. Now, here's Kuminga. Butler on the way. Here's the 3. Connects from three-point range.
I love how competitive Jimmy Butler is. You know he's not going to let the opposition get the best of him.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. To the left wing. Here's Randall. It's good. Randall's got 5.
Yeah, Randall does a good job. His frame alone helps to create some space. Just with a little pivot there, able to find a way to score.
That's a 2 from Hield. It's been all about Stephen Curry for the Warriors. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. And will... And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And the Warriors, guys, what jumps out to you in this game stance-wise?
Well, they've been aggressive from the beginning, particularly on the offensive end.
Well, if they wanted to start well. This would be it. They seized momentum right away, and they just didn't let it go in that quarter.
Here's Curry. Now Podziemski. Greg, every year injuries are a huge factor in shaping the title race. And I'm guessing that teams should probably put more of a premium on durability. What do you think?
Well, Kevin, I think all GMs take that into account. A team wants to be confident it'll have a stable roster over the course of a long season.
Timberwolves trail. Outside Edwards. Pass to DiVincenzo. And a wide open shot from Reed. Good on the three-point shot.
Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
And we played through the first minute here in the second. Here's Curry with the 3. And the Warriors miss again. Left side, Edwards. Inside. To Gobert. Lays it up and banks it in. Gobert's got the lead up to 4 now for Minnesota.
No issues on that one. Good work all around.
And Greg, it didn't take long for Anthony Edwards to prove himself in the NBA.
There's so much to like about his game. As outstanding as his offense is, his defense cannot be overlooked. He is a lockdown presence when he needs to be.
And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Kevin, Rudy Gobert has tied for the most Defensive Player of the Year awards all time, but he's challenging himself to do more offensively. He said it's all about just being okay with missing or making mistakes, freeing my mind and doing the things that I work on to get out of this shell that I was being put in. Kevin, back to you.
All right, David Aldridge, we thank you for that report. And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. Minnesota making a switch. So he gets them both.
At this point, you might as well go ahead and chalk up the points when he's at the free throw line. Pretty much automatic.
Outside Curry. Moody. There we go. Now in the scoring column with that make, he is 1 for 4.
It feels like Steph doesn't even have to look. He just knows where his teammates are.
Here's Garza. And that one is off. Great D that time from Green. It seems likely that the Warriors' title run under Steph Curry, Brent, has probably come to a close.
I'm not going to count Steph Curry out quite yet, Kevin, but you know they have added some quality youngsters. They're trying to grow that group. How fast can they bring those kids along to championship caliber players? That's the big question. They're going to win their share of games.
Pass to Shannon. Here's Garza. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Now in the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
To the inside. DiVincenzo can't hit it. Warriors trail by 4. Here's Moody, and he finishes nicely on the layup.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Pass to Garza. Here's Shannon. And the 3 off target. Right side Curry. Here's Moody, and the slam by Moody.
And guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness. And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about. The Warriors trail. Green trying. Oh, the power on that throwdown.
Unreal. A big guy with guard-like penetrating ability. Draymond Green, fantastic awareness.
And here we go. Here's Hield. Tries yet again. And the Warriors get it back. Golden State moving the ball around. Another miss. Boy, they had their chance there, but couldn't get it to go. Minnesota with the ball. Picked by Reed. Pass to Gobert. Reed with it. And a miss there on the triple.
And really the smart thing would be to hold for the last shot.
Every second right now is valuable to you. That should be their strategy.
To the paint. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. It's Randle with the drive. Tie game in Minnesota. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy. And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. Wants to talk some things over, might be seeing some things to adjust. And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, D.A.?
Kevin, thank you very much. The Timberwolves have become a rough and rugged team. Swingman Jaden McDaniels said, "We don't let nobody push us around. We're always being physical defensively. I feel like we're a tough team, super tough." Kevin, they certainly have the size to hold their own.
Always being physical. But, David, that's their identity. And we thank you for the report. And here's Golden State. Greg, this is some kind of note. Last year, Minnesota, had, for just the second time, had ever won a series in the postseason.
Yeah, they've been bounced in the first round 10 of 12 appearances. But last year's team was different. Their elite defense fueled the conference finals run.
Draymond Green pulls it in. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for Golden State. A 2-point game. Golden State moving it around. Shot by Podziemski, no good.
But sometimes it's more about what the defense is doing. On that possession, they were all over him on the perimeter.
Right side, Edwards. Gobert, the screen. A baseline J. Another shot. Warriors with the rebound. And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. Curry on the wing. Trying to find Green. He's got it now. Curry crashes inside.
An offense unto himself. Steph Curry just warping the defense.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Edwards fires from way outside. That one falls. Gobert's got 10 points in the game.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ play.
Back to McDaniel. Randall surveying the D. Has to Gobert. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
And Gobert knows his role on this team. Rebound, block shots, and look to score near the basket.
Taking 2 shots. No good on the free throw. And he's good on the second. And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. And here is Moody. He has 6. Outside Curry. And Dillingham over to help. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. It'll be a jump ball. Out left to the wing. Six to shoot. Picked by Randall. Dillingham with it. Now Green defending. Randall from outside. The Timberwolves again can't hit. The Warriors lead it. Pass to Green. And Green slams it in.
If he can get his steps together, Draymond Green will throw it down.
Brent, Draymond Green's resume speaks for itself. What's he do, though, that we may not see or appreciate?
Well, Kevin, Draymond Green does such a great job of being a connector and communicator defensively. It is remarkable the way that he can impact every position on the floor by the way he uses both his position and his voice. Forget about the offense. Draymond takes on the challenge every night defensively, and that makes him elite.
And the Warriors making a change here. And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. Up top, Podziemski. From past the arc. And Draymond Green gets the 3. Green's got 7 points.
Tough to contest that one. Draymond went right up into a one-piece shooting motion.
Pass to Reed. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Warriors leading by 4. And Green gets it to go. Green's got 7 now in this quarter.
I got to admire Draymond Green being fearless that time. No problem going straight at the defense.
Dillingham with it. Hasn't made one yet. Down low. Here's Reed.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the knee.
For Minnesota, they have hit most of their free throws tonight, 5 of 6. And the first one at the line is good. And he makes the first, but misses the second. 1:06 left in the third. And it's Podziemski in the corner. Butler with the ball, and it's Miller picking him up. They kick it out to Green. No good with the triple. Timberwolves trailed by 5. Now here's DiVincenzo. On the wing, DiVincenzo. To the middle. Great tee that time from Green. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. Green's got the lead up to 7 now for the Warriors. Here's Dillingham. Lobbed up there for Miller. Butler with the steal. Here's Moody. A second chance effort. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Warriors ahead, up 7. And we're coming right back after this break to get the fourth quarter underway. Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. He knows every possession is critical now. Check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, here's what Chris Finch went over with his guys during the break. Now, he's encouraging them to keep attacking in the paint. He said, when we get inside, we score. Simple as that. Keep attacking and don't settle for anything that's not at the rim. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, David. Here's Randall, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
Yeah, Randall's not passing that one up. Fantastic job at converting when he's got the kind of position like that.
Outside Curry. Drives to the hoop. Pass to Green. The kick outside to Butler. Golden State needs to get off a shot. Gobert with the block.
And when Gobert is playing with this kind of aggression on on that end. There aren't many better at defending. Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam. You see some muscle.
Some urgency from him there. Sure. And out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession. And we've played through about a minute here in the fourth. Randle outside. And there's another one for the Timberwolves.
Randle, aggressive, is going to help out this offense immensely.
Pass to Podziemski. Golden State moving it around. On its way from Curry for two. And the shot no good, a bit short. And here's Edwards to take the lead. Yep, that one goes in there. Edwards got 4 this quarter.
Man, that's what they're looking for from Edwards. Scoring from all areas of the court, even mid-range, keeps the defense honest.
And so Curry will bring it up for the Warriors. Nothing doing offensively yet for them in the fourth. Here's Butler. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Jimmy Butler just seems to raise his game come playoff time, Brent. It is a thing of beauty.
It's pretty awesome to see that kind of confidence where a guy just lays in the weeds for a little while and then in the biggest moments comes in and stands out. So that's not always just about Jimmy Butler. It's about his team having that kind of confidence in how he performs in the biggest moments.
Good.
And good read by Edwards, playing at his pace and carving out space for that shot.
Left side Curry. Oh, no, stopping Butler that time. There is just no way to tell who is going to pull this one out.
When you've had this many lead changes, you're looking to see which one of those plays is going to be a momentum swinger.
Curry on the wing. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here, we're just over 2.5 minutes into it. And the basket is good.
And I just love the calm confidence that Steph has in these kind of moments. Get the ball to him, he'll do it to you every time.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
I like this throwback approach they've taken. Looking to score high percentage shots in the paint. And so far, it's working.
Both free throws good from Randle.
And you really can't say enough about his composure in the big moments, as cool as they come.
Outside Curry. They set the pick. Stolen by McDaniels. And here's the fast break. Here's Randle. The Timberwolves again can't hit. The Warriors leading. Pass to Moody. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Now here's Curry. Over in the corner, Green. A three-pointer off the mark.
He's not the guy that you want to give a wide-open look from three-point range. They're lucky that that one doesn't cost them.
Curry with a wide-open look. That 3 off the mark. And the Timberwolves with possession here. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. Outside, Edwards. Here's Reed. Yes!
Remember that one, guys, a difference maker.
Now I'm wondering, is that the biggest shot of the game?
On the wing, Green. Trifecta!
This team trusts everybody, and this time the trust was in Draymond Green.
Hit by Reed. Here's Butler. Gobert pulls it in.
Points are an absolute must here.
Can't come away empty. That would be the nail in the coffin.
Back to Edwards. And stolen by Butler. And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let them dribble a game out.
And that's an intentional foul. Good on the first, and that makes it a 3-point lead. Second one is good. And both at the line, and it's a 4-point ball game.
And just like that, this game is a 2-possession affair.
And here's Edwards from the arc. Here's Gobert. Help!
That's what he gives you, a big-time presence on the glass.
And you know what, Greg? Once he gets his hands on it, he's not even thinking about kicking it out.
Oh, his competitiveness right now is why the teammates love him.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
And so both free throws are good. And it's a 4-point ball game.
Clutch free throws there. That should ensure they're going home with the W.
And Draymond Green picks up the foul. That's his 4th foul of the contest. And Minnesota has possession. Edwards, no good. And so they foul intentionally.